A desperate father made a deal with the devil, but when the devil returned to collect, he didn't want gold. He wanted the man's daughter. And what happened next became one of the darkest stories ever collected by the Brothers Grimm. Welcome back to Grimm Fairy Tale Crime Series. You're watching A Veil of Crime. The story begins with a poor miller. He had fallen on hard times. Money was scarce, food was limited, and he feared he could no longer provide for his family. One day, while walking near the woods, he encountered a mysterious stranger. The stranger offered him a bargain. In exchange for untold wealth, the miller would give him whatever stood behind his mill. The miller thought it was an old apple tree, and desperate for a better life, he agreed. The stranger smiled, and the deal was made. When the miller returned home, his wife immediately sensed something was wrong. After hearing about the bargain, she was horrified. Their daughter had been sweeping behind the mill. The miller had unknowingly promised his own child. According to the Grimm tale, the stranger was none other than the devil himself, and 3 years later, he returned to claim what he had been promised. When the devil arrived, he discovered that the young woman remained pure and kind. The Grimm story states that because of her innocence and faith, the devil could not touch her. Enraged, he ordered the miller to make her unclean. The terrified father obeyed, yet even then, the devil could still not claim her. Furious, he gave the miller a horrifying command: cut off her hands. The miller was devastated. He loved his daughter, but he feared the devil more. Seeing her father's anguish, the young woman willingly accepted her fate. With tears streaming down his face, the miller severed both of his daughter's hands. It was an act born from fear, but it would haunt him forever. Even after this terrible deed, the devil still could not take her. Defeated, he finally disappeared. Unable to remain at home, the young woman left her family behind and wandered into the wilderness alone. She traveled for days, hungry, exhausted, and completely helpless. Eventually, she discovered a royal garden surrounded by water. According to the Grimm tale, an angel helped her enter. There, she survived by eating pears from the king's sacred orchard. One day, the king discovered the mysterious young woman living in his garden. Rather than drive her away, he was moved by her courage and compassion. Despite everything she had suffered, she remained kind, and the king fell in love. The two were married, and the king had beautiful silver hands crafted for her. At last, it seemed the young queen had found peace, but the devil wasn't finished. While the king was away at war, the queen gave birth to a son. Messengers were sent to inform the king, but the devil intercepted the letters. He altered the messages. The king was told that his wife had given birth to a monster. When the king wrote back, ordering that his wife and child be protected until his return, the devil changed that message as well. The new letter ordered their deaths. Fortunately, the king's mother refused to obey. Instead of executing the queen and her child, she secretly sent them away. Once again, the young woman found herself wandering the wilderness, alone, homeless, and now responsible for a newborn child. For years, she survived in the forest, raising her son in isolation. According to the Grimm story, during these years of exile, a miracle occurred. Her hands slowly grew back. Years later, the king finally learned the truth. He searched for his wife and child, and after a long separation, the family was reunited. The devil had failed. Unlike modern fairy tales, the original Grimm stories were often cautionary tales. The Girl Without Hands is a story about greed, desperation, faith, forgiveness, and the terrible consequences of bargains made in moments of weakness. Because in the end, one man's decision nearly destroyed everyone he loved. If you enjoyed this episode of the Grimm Fairy Tale Crime Series, subscribe to A Veil of Crime and join us for more dark tales hidden behind the stories you thought you knew. And if you'd like to support the channel and help keep these stories coming, consider buying me a coffee. The link is in the description. Until next time, Be careful what deals you make in the dark.